Hi, Celia Gates, and as part of this 30-day video blogging challenge, I'm currently speed reading through my book From Brainwave to Business, sharing as many tips with you as I can in this 3 minutes. So let's get started with where we left off yesterday. And that was when we were talking about elevator pitches, really being able to sell your idea in 3 minutes standing in a lift with somebody. So think about how you can precisely phrase that punctual presentation of your product or service to really capture people's attention by matching that message to the market and using the correct medium to deliver it. Now, you do need to plan businesses, but the purpose of business planning is for your own benefit. So often business advisors talk about business planning in terms of presenting lengthy documents to banks and the likes. And actually, you need something that supports your own growth. Now, a business plan is actually more a document of what you would like to happen. Business forecasting, on the other side, suggests more what's likely to occur. And personally, I know that I would rather rely on what's likely to occur than my positive, optimistic ideas that aren't necessarily that realistic. So your personal motivation comes back into this too. And actually sometimes you'll find that your friends and family aren't necessarily as supportive of your cause as you'd like them to be. That's not because they're not supportive of it, it's because they love you and they see you working hard at the grindstone every day, and they don't really necessarily understand that this is going to make you happy in the future. Not everyone holds your vision, so don't expect them to hold it either. Just be aware of the fact that sometimes people's jealousies also get in the way and they don't want to see you succeed because it actually shows up where they might not be succeeding as much themselves, where they're putting in the effort that they're obviously witnessing you do. So don't worry about that. You just carry on with what you're doing, and excuse my cat as she presents herself in the background. Set yourself goals. These are kind of benchmarks, points on your journey at which you can measure your progress. Make them within easy reach, and once you get there, know that all you're actually doing is going back to the centre spot to shoot for the next goal further in the future. It's all about having a clear understanding of where the perimeters of that target lie so that you can head off successfully towards where you really want to get to ultimately. Now, a break-even analysis is something that's quite important to conduct in your business, as well as understanding where your strengths, opportunities and the threats and weaknesses lie. So be aware of what the skills and knowledge are that you're bringing to the table and where there might be gaps in this that you perhaps need to fill in now before you properly begin. Understand the point at which you're going to break even within your cash flow too. Cash is king in any small business. Now, your break-even point is the point at which all of your expenses, your overheads, your fixed costs are covered, including all the variable costs, are covered to the point where you're breaking even, so you're not running at a loss, and anything above and beyond that becomes your profit margin. So understand how many customers, how many products you need to be selling each day, each week, each month, what you need to be achieving in order to reach that break-even point, and then strive to succeed and go beyond it. Now, the average customer value is a really good number to have in your head. So do you know what your average customer lifetime value is? Basically, if a customer comes into your shop once a week and spends £30, then what does that equate to over 12 months of the year? Well, say they do that 5 weeks. That's going to be £1,500 for 50 weeks, excuse me. That's going to be £1,500 over the course of the full year. So effectively, their annual lifetime value to you is £1,500, at which point are you prepared to spend a couple of quid advertising and promoting to bring them into the business? Understand what the value of your customer is, not just on their initial transaction, but on that repeated loyalty-based income that your products and services will carry them through as you build a better relationship with them over the long term. Now, it is important that you forecast the financials of your business. I've gone over and beyond my 3 minutes for today. So perhaps these are details that you might have to look into by actually getting hold of your copy of From Brainwave to Business. I'll be back tomorrow to carry on speed reading through this book. Thanks for listening.